Good evening and tonight, viewers. This is Three Roads Gaming. Let's ride. Last time, we continued our losing streak in places called Sealed Cave. First, we got betrayed by the guy who's known for betraying people, and now we screwed up doing our elevator pitch to the Espers. Anyway, everyone's pretty much like, "Oh, dang, that sure is some fire." But let's go to the Imperial Palace. I could have gone here before, but there would have been like an unbeatable boss waiting for me. Alright, the Emperor's expecting us. Finally. Our years of work are about to be recognized. Well, that's good. He's lost his will to fight. I'm sure this is completely legitimate. He's inviting us to dinner. We have 4 minutes. Could you really talk to 24 people in 4 minutes? Him. Yep. And some of them will fight us. Alright. Actually, I'm not going to go for the chest yet. I want to... I'll go for these chests, though. So if you want to do this absolutely perfectly, and I mean absolutely perfectly, you can avoid talking to exactly 3 soldiers. I'm not even mad at this guy. Someone breaks open the door when I'm on the John. I try to kill him too. That said, the big prize is... Well, it doesn't take all the points. Get out of my face. That was a really good web series. I liked it. It was from The Onion. It basically asked the question, what if one of those confrontational ESPN talking head sports shows was hosted by 2 people who legitimately hated each other? Alright, I have now talked to enough soldiers to where I can get the maximum prize. Not like it matters, but still. That's all 24. Ah, the prison. And we can just see a short cutscene with Kefka that I don't really care to show off. And if we want to, we can go here and start dinner. Sure, you can be a returner. To our homelands. Yeah, you have to do... So, pretty much every one of these prompts, there's a 1-point answer, a 3-point answer, and a 5-point answer. Now, I've memorized the SNES game to a frightening degree. Haven't really memorized this one, but I know enough to get by. We'll leave him in jail. He's one of us. Okay, so these 3 prompts. You get 2 points for asking each one. You get -10 if you ask one twice. And I would ask them in order, because you will be asked which one you asked first. Let's talk about the Esper. We'll say, and yeah, for text testing, but there's so much text in this game, I'll let that one slide. I want to say they've gone a bit too far. Basically, you don't want to come down too hard on either direction. So just imagine like what a coward would say, and say that. Yes, we'll take a break. And then we'll fight these guys. We got 2 minutes to fight them. There we are. We get some points. I think 2 if we beat them in time. Which I did. That your war is truly over. Yes. It's a but thou must, and you lose points if you say no. It's General Leo. He's good people. That's why I had Locke with me at the sealed cave. It's gonna be Locke and Terra for a while. The Locke and Terra show. I like how they're going along with him, but they're also not idiots about it. Anyway. Alright, let's see here. There's a couple more things we can do before we go off on this journey. Alright, let's see how we did. I'll do research before I do this upload and put the proper text on there to explain what's going on. They're withdrawn from South Figaro no matter what. I forget how many points for the rest. This is the big prize. They unlocked the Imperial Observation Post. We're gonna go raid that this episode. Okay, I asked one of the wrong questions, apparently. Because I should have also gotten a ward bangle. which I don't use, but still. Alright, let's go in here, raid these chests. Alarm Earring isn't a bad accessory because it prevents back attacks. It's just that you generally have better accessories. But anyway, before we head off to the boats, there's a couple of things we can do. And it's a good thing we're not paying for passage on it, because don't buy a boat. Alright. Excellent. And that's the stone blade for you. Excellent. Alright, let's see here. Put you on Siren. Because she has learned all the useful espers. Now I'm going back to the airship, because there's a cutscene. Oh yeah, these guys. They're weak to ice. Also, it's not this formation, but you can get a formation in this forest that pays out exactly 1,337 GP. That's a lead amount, I'd say. Anyway, let's avail ourselves of the equipment remover, because they appear to not have had their equipment removed. But what we want is in here. Got a little cutscene. So in the SNES translation, they don't mention the casino. It's just kind of like, Sid is just like, but I can really make this thing hum. I don't know if that's censorship or just not really. You're just kind of like overlooking the line. Ah, Daryl. We'll be learning more about Daryl later. Alright then. One more stop. I think the Jokers are weak to thunder. Oh yeah. But yes. One more stop before we call it an episode. Well, it was worth a shot. Excellent. One experience left for the next level. Thought I put her on Siren. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, she's got double earrings. I'll give her the, hero's ring as well. A little bit of extra pop when I ever physically attack. Just stopping in here for the healing. There we go. Alright. Oh, yeah. Also, oh, yeah. Alright. Let us go to the Imperial Observation Post. I'm not worried about this because I'm going to get a free inn stay. Oh, it's up here. Alright. We're not alright yet. There we are. Got the other tiger mask. I don't even know if it'll be that useful. But I definitely got it. Alright. Now that it's been unlocked, Angel Wings cast Float on you. And I think we got an Angel Ring, which... Yeah, cast Region. Kind of useless. Oh, what the heck. I'll show this off. Make it a feature-length episode. Let me go down to the dock. Couldn't go down there before. Here, maybe? Alright, that's the last item. It is entirely possible that you have not named Shadow yet. You could name him in South Figaro when you meet him at the Nutjob guy's house in Kolingen and now. So yes, there is a naming screen for him here. Kind of interesting. Ah, man, that ain't good. Poor Locke. He fumbled the bag so hard with her. Oh well, I'm sure they'll get back together. Anyway, it's free, so let's avail ourselves of the free inn and watch ourselves a nice little cutscene. You accused her of shenanigans, buddy. Women don't just forget that. No one forgets that. If you're like, hey, you, the guy behind this channel, I think you're a traitor. And then a little bit later, you're like, oh, water under the bridge. Hell no way, buddy. Hell no way. Alright then. Let's have us a boat ride. Thankfully, a free one. Where the hell we're docking, I won't even know. Also, it's not even that far. And we're gonna have some nice little character building moments. Nice little moment between Leo and Terra. I like this. Very well done. In the Woolsey translation, she says, I want to know what love is. Now, which, might be a foreigner reference? I mean, Celeste, or Edgar said Celeste was cold as ice already. Maybe Woolsey liked this foreigner. Here's Shadow. I like how I like the taciturn character that's just like, oh, I didn't mean to hear you say that. Now for some comedy. In the Woolsey translation, he says something like, not a word of this to anybody, O shrouded one. Which is beautiful, I think. Anyway, there's our unnecessarily long boat ride. I guess this is why Tantacles is always saying to not buy a boat. Takes too long. Why? Where are the two of you going to go? There's only one town. I don't know, this just bothers me. This also bothers me. This person A is mad at person B, then person person A decides to come around, but now person B is mad back. Kind of played out. I like this part of the game overall. I'm just not fond of this little sequence. We got Shadow again. He's all the way nude. I'm not going to equip him with anything or any espers, because he ain't going to be in our party for any length of time. Anyway, this has been Three Roads Gaming. Sure am glad you joined me. Glad the road brought you my way, and I hope it brings you back again soon. Have a good one, everybody.